You know, when Joe Castiglione and Coach Stoops come and talk to me about it, you know, this is the direction that they were thinking about. You know, was fired up. You know, just because of the way the field's changed as far as conditioning and training athletes. I mean, it's amazing the things that are out there. You know, so you know, it's kind of, we're just scratching the surface right now, but it's going to be unreal of the things that we can do once we get this new facility.
And we have a few images that we want to take a look at, and absolutely just incredible to look at. But I want to start off with this turf that it was very important for you to have in this facility.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of the focal point. You know, we talked about, you know, when people think of Oklahoma, they turn it on, you know, what do they think of? And they think of fast athletes. But you have to develop, you know, the athletes in high school train. But you've even got to get them faster when they come to them, if they're linemen or skilled players. They got to be able to run. So this facility will have a good sized turf pad on to where I can train guys for speed. Every day that they come in, they're going to start on the turf pad and they're going to do some type of speed movement on this pad, and then they'll move over to the lifting equipment, and then we'll finish up back on the turf pad to where they'll be doing some type of footwork, or, you know, and I keep saying speed, but you've got to work it every day to develop it. So they're going to give me an area to be able to do this. This will open up right here. This will be a system right here. These two will be doors that will open up and lead right out into the turf area. So we can start our athletes out in this area right here, and then going all the way back to the stadium, back this direction back here will be all the lifting equipment back here. This will be all strength training. So all the turf will be here, and then all the weights and all that stuff will be used in this plaza area right here.
So we got a look and a glimpse at what maybe your future weight room will look like, but you're already using some new features this year that you've already implemented into the guys' workouts.
Yeah, we've, you know, kind of, you know, things have really changed technology-wise, you know, with lifting and running. And we've added 12 racks here, and they're called double-sided racks. And on this side, we can do mostly lower body stuff, all their power stuff, power cleans, squats, overhead jerks. And what's nice about it is it's got an iPad in it, so we've got the technology to track every athlete. We've got cameras up above to not only work on the technology of it as far as what percentage to use on it, what exercise, but it'll actually film it so we can go through technique also. We'll track this, and what I'll do is just pull this exercise. You can see right there I'm at 100%. My velocity of the bar is 1.85. And I'll go again, I'll try to beat that. So I want 2.32, so I went a little bit faster with the bar. So depending on how much weight I've got on it, is how fast I can move the bar. Now watch, I'll go a little bit slower now. So I only went 53% of that. It tracked it, and it showed that I actually went slower. So if we're all working out together, what I tell our athletes is, at this percentage, I want to be above 90%, just like in a class. I want to be above 90%, I want to be at an A. So it just told me there that I just took that last rep off. I wasn't working very hard. So we can track those athletes. And another big thing is like fatigue levels and all that stuff. If they were going hard and they were only going at 53%, well, something might be wrong. You know, something might have happened at practice. You might have an ankle injury. So these things will, these machines will show a lot of things to us. Then at the end of the set, what we can actually do is go in. It'll give you a printout on everybody. It's stored from the time that they're a freshman all the way through the senior, every workout, how fast they're moving on and what particular exercise we can call up. You know, if they're a senior, we can call up their freshman workouts, and we can track it for 4 years. And then at the end of it, we can go back through and actually look at, hey, on that third rep, wonder what happened. We can go through there. So what's good about it is I can actually go in, just like the players go back into the film room, I can go back in as soon as the set's over with, and I can look at that exercise. Maybe I'm pulling the bar too far away from my body. If I'm pulling it too high, if I'm leaning over, depending on what exercise it is, I can go back through and look at the technique with each athlete and show them actually where they're going wrong.